Good evening to all of you. Today we are going to start last topic of this chapter, Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay, means thoughts of Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay. First of all, introduction about Deen Dayal Upadhyay, which is given on page number 124. Page number 124. First of all, short introduction. I think in our topic we have not written introduction about Deen Dayal Upadhyay. So first of all, you have to do introduction of Deen Dayal Upadhyay also. First sentence regarding his introduction. He was born. First sentence. He was born on 25th September. He was born on 25th September 1916. 1916. Second important point, he was profound philosopher. Profound philosopher. Philosopher. And integral humanist with eminence in politics, and economics, which define this is he was profound philosopher and integral humanist with eminence in politics and economics. Profound philosopher, that is simple. An integral humanist means the person who has friendly behavior. Very soon he become a part of the group, any group. With eminence in politics means he is very important. Important here means he has deep knowledge in politics and economics, and this eminence in politics and economics made him more popular in India. Next, during his life of just 52 years, Pandit Deen Dayal philosophized and worked for the development of country by including people from the lowest strata, considering the economic condition of those times. Any other important point regarding him? He earned the name for himself. He presented his ideas on philosophy again. Simple sentence. He presented his ideas on philosophy, economics, sociology, and literature. literature. And last sentence, he earned a name for himself working in the area of social organization of social organization, journalism, and politics. This short introduction about Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay. He was born on 25th September 1916. He was a profound philosopher and integral humanist with eminence in politics and economics. He presented his ideas on philosophy, economics, sociology and literature. He earned a name for himself working in the area of social organization, journalism and politics. So this is the short introduction about Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay. Now what is the role played by him regarding economics? So page number 127, last topic, final topic of this chapter. Objective of Indian economy. Objective of Indian economy according to Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay. Objectives of Indian economy according to Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay. Now what are the objectives of Indian economy according to Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay? The total any 6 points you can take. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points are given. Out of those, any 8 points you can take. First point is a minimum standard of living. A minimum standard of living. A minimum standard of living must be ensured to all. Means in order to live a dignified life, in order to live a decent life, in order to survive on this earth, whatever basic needs are required, the standard must that each and every individual will get at least this quantity. A minimum standard of living must be ensured to all. Means by this concept they try to bring equality among the society. Second point, security of the nation must be an important goal. Must be an important goal, because it must be not only important, it will be the topmost objective of any nation. Because if they are able to protect, if they are able to secure their nation from all sides, from their enemies, then only it is possible that whatever target, whatever goals they are making in different plans, such plans will be successful only when they are able to implement those plans, whatever imaginary picture Gandhiji has thought, whatever imaginary picture we are thinking about the society, about the welfare of society, such dreams, such imaginary picture may come true only when nation is secure. Everything is possible, but only and only after if nation is secure. So first of all, we must secure our nation. The security of nation must be an important goal, not only important, topmost goal. Point number 3. Gradual means slow. Gradual progress should be made in such a manner that such new methods are devised that help India contribute in the development of the world in her own manner. Means progress should be such. Progress should be such which not only bring development, in their own country, but world as a whole. Mean the advantage of our progress should also be taken by other country. We should provide such development in other country also. It should be widespread. Once again, gradual progress should be made in such a manner that such new methods are devised and help India contribute in the development of the world in her own manner. Fourth point, in order to attain goal of development, all young and able people should get the opportunity to work. Means employment, in simple language, employment should be generated for youth. Point number 4, for youth and able person in order to achieve target, in order to achieve goal of the development. So employment opportunities should be generated for youth and able individual. So employment opportunities should be generated for youth and able individual in order to achieve economic development. Fifth point, natural resources must be used prudently. Prudently means intelligently, rationally. In previous lecture, I have told you about sustainable development. It means whatever natural resources we have received, we must use such natural resources in such a manner that we can enjoy, as well as our future generation can also take the advantage of such natural resources. That's why, and for this purpose, we should use our natural resources very rationally, very intelligently, very prudently. So natural resources must be used. Natural resources must be used prudently, means intelligently. And last point, easy one I am taking. Production process must be adopted. Production process must be adopted according to the availability of factor of production. 6 points completed. According to Deen Dayal Upadhyay, production process must be adopted. Means we should adopt only those, or we should produce only such type of goods and services which can be produced with the help of natural resources and with the help of such factors of production which are available in our own country. Means we should not import such goods which are not necessary. Means we try to make our economy a self-reliant economy, and for this it is very necessary that we should produce only such goods for which whatever factor of production is needed, if that is available in our own country, only with the help of those factors of production we should produce goods. Means we should not import unnecessary goods from other country. We should not try to remain dependent on other country for any particular goods. Objectives of Indian economy according to Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay: first one is a minimum standard of living must be ensured to all in order to bring equality in the society. Then security of the nation must be an important goal. The topmost priority should be given to the national security. Third one is progress should be such which not only bring development in their own country but world as a whole. For example, if we take the current example, if we take India has introduced two corona vaccine, and they are exporting such corona vaccines to different countries of the world. So if development takes place in our country, we try to bring development in other country also. Employment opportunities should be generated, especially for youth and able individuals, in order to achieve economic target, in order to bring economic development. Natural resources which we have received from, means it is a free gift of nature. Such natural resources are used for production of various types of goods and services. Natural resources are fulfilling various types of needs, requirement, wants. That's why we must use such natural resources prudently, rationally, or intelligently. And last one, production process. We should produce only such type of goods or services which can be produced with the available factors of production. Means whatever factors of production available in our own country, only with the help of those factors of production, whatever goods and services we can produce, such goods and services can be produced. Means he wanted to say that we should not import unnecessary, only in exceptional. If this is exceptional, for example, if we want, it is other thing that we have discovered the corona vaccine. Otherwise, in order to save the life of individuals, we also have to import vaccine from other country. That is the exceptional case. But beside this, unnecessary items we should not import from other country. On such type of thing, Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay has emphasized, and not discovered. It was wrong word, invent. Invent is the correct word. These are the points which are the objectives of Indian economy according to Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay regarding economic development of India, regarding economic progress, economic growth of India. In this way, this chapter is completed, and along with this, whole course in all subjects completed. Now any doubt you can ask. Only 1 minute you have. After this, meeting will be ended. Any doubt?